Hi there, so I'm back to do my final kind of review update for the reading group by Elizabeth Noble, which is what us here at the Brewing Tea Bag have been reading this month. This is a copy that I got from a charity shop. Quite a reasonable copy, but I do actually like the cover. I think the cover is really kind of interesting. There is another cover that is more up to date and more kind of modern looking, but I really like this. Mainly because I like the actual title of it. It's the reading group, but it's made up of the actual books that they're reading, and you can actually read the spines of them somewhere. I probably can't get it close enough so you can see. I'm not sure. But at the top here it says, "Where the books end, the stories begin." So I'll just show you the. I do like the lots of colour and little animations and different things like a book and a lamp and all that stuff. I do like that. So I'll start off by reading the blurb. New beginnings, a glass of wine, a gossip and a good book. The reading group is born, caught in the middle. Its members are as different as the books they read. But each woman has secret hopes and fears for a new lover, a straying husband, an ailing mother, a tearaway teenager, and each woman finds laughter and support in the group monthly meetings. Happy ending, a warm, funny, touching novel about a group of women learning to read between the lines. So this one was a bit of a challenge for me. Because it's 466 pages long, and the writing for me it's quite bunched, so it took a bit of concentration to get there, but I really did enjoy this book. It's such a if I was looking for a book that I just wanted to sit, relax and just kind of follow these characters and just not have to think too much about different things, this is definitely one that I would recommend. It's although it does have every month little like a say about page and a half, maybe more of kind of them, all these friends being together and discussing the book that they're reading. Most of the story is actually following the different characters through you know, their lives really, and you know, different things that affect them. But it's got here, it's very interesting. This story is kind of more split into months rather than chapters, so we've got little chapter headings there. So January they read Heartburn by Nora Ephron. February, I Capture the Castle, Dodie Smith. March, Atonement by Ian McEwan. April, The Woman Who Walked Into Doors by Roddy Doyle. May, Guppies for Tea, Marika Cobbold. June, My Antonia by Willa Cather. July, The Memory Box by Margaret Forster. August, Eden Close by Anita Shreve. September, An Instance of the Finger Post by Ian Pearce. October is Rebecca by Delphine de Maurier. November is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and December is Girl with a Pearl Earring by Tracy Chevalier. Now I would say that with all those books that I've just mentioned, if you are interested in reading any of the books that they are reading, you know, they're on your to be read pile or something you want to read, there were a couple of instances. I just remember the books because I have on my to be read pile Eden Close by Anita Shreve, and another one, I can't remember which one it was now, but I was reading this and it actually kind of spoiled the ending in this story, and I was like, oh, I guess I won't be reading that book for a while. So if there was any of those books that I mentioned before, if any of those that you want to read, I would probably read those first, just in case it spoils the plot, because they do in each month discuss different things in there about the book, and they might spoil the story for you. But I really did enjoy this story, following the different characters you've got. There was quite a lot of characters in this book, and because I picked this up and put it down several times during the month, it did take me a few moments every time I picked it up just to kind of figure out, you know, what character was what and what stage of the story. So if I can remember rightly, you've got Claire and Elliot, Claire and Elliot, who are a couple who have been trying and cannot have a baby, and they're having some issues between themselves. You've got Nicole, who seems to be this kind of rich, kind of housewifey type character, who has a husband who is a womanizer, and, you know, goes off and, you know, does his own thing, so to speak. And they've got you've got Polly, who is divorced. She's seeing someone called Jack. She has a daughter called Cressida, I think is how you say it, Cressida, who's a teenager. And you've got, I think there's one more, there's Susan, who's happily married to a doctor husband, Roger, who her story is a very sad story, a very sad story, very an emotional story, I think. The story of Susan in this book just really kind of moved me so much. I won't tell you why, because I don't want to spoil it for you, but it really did. It moved me so much, and the things that she has to go through, and the relationship she has with her sister, Margaret. Watching that start off one way and kind of see how that relationship kind of changes. I'm trying to go around the box because I don't want to tell you like important things, but this story, there were definitely 2 occasions in this book where I actually went, oh, because I just wasn't expecting, and I was like, oh my goodness. And the second one where I went, oh, I don't know if any of you have read this. There's a character, I might have read this wrong, but there's a character called Phil. Now I got confused thinking Phil was a man, and that kind of confused me, but I won't say any more about that. But yeah, I absolutely enjoyed this book so much. It's a really great read, and one that I'm definitely going to be adding to my big book challenge. So yeah, I'm definitely give this a 10 out of 10 for The Reading Group by Elizabeth Noble. Thanks for watching.